Absolutely. When you're the governor, the buck stops with you. And when you have hundreds of millions of taxpayer dollars potentially being jeopardized and lost to fraud in this massive, widespread scam and fraud scheme, that is a diabolical insult to hardworking taxpayers who struggle to get by. And I'm glad the Trump administration is freezing this child care funding, because when you actually look at what their demands are, they're not unreasonable. They want to establish a fraud reporting hotline. They want to have a verification process for the different businesses that are getting federal money. None of it's unreasonable, and this spigot has to stop. This is taxpayer dollars being misused in the most egregious fashion, and it's unacceptable by any reasonable person's estimation, partisan politics aside.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is the right move, because fundamentally these localities don't want the National Guard in their cities. You look at someplace like Chicago. Chicago residents overwhelmingly want their policing matters to be handled locally. Now, you or I or outsiders might criticize how these blue localities have handled their policing, and that's totally valid. But the federal government coming in and sending in the National Guard, which aren't really trained to do this kind of thing typically, is always an emergency measure and should have been a last resort. So at some point, if they have to come back, I would hope that it is in coordination with local authorities, not against their will, as it was the first time.